the example they gave was if a woman walks into we worked with a lot of civilians at this military organization where we were developing these offensive cyber capabilities. A lot of civilians in there. And so if, woman X walks in today and she's got a dress on, and the thought in your head is, I'd like to get my wife that dress or something like it, or find out where she bought it. And you just say, that's a nice dress. Anyway, here's the TPS reports. If she heard something sexual or didn't like the connotation or whatever, there's going to be an investigation. You're going to be pulled out of that office. This is all going to happen despite what you meant. So the idea probably was good. We want to prevent sexual harassment inside of the office.
But it was weaponized.
But it was weaponized, and it was carried out in a way where it's only about how people feel and not what a reasonable person standard would be in a particular situation. And from the time I joined the military until that time, we'd been at war. My entire time in the military, we were at war. I deployed throughout my career. And I wouldn't say that I was a war horse. I was not a long tabber. I was not a cool guy kicking in doors. It was my job as the guy with, tape over his glasses to point out the door for someone else and say, bad guys in there. So I was not, a super badass in that regard. I was a nerd for super badasses. And, but we also all engaged in gallows humor, and we would, the jokes and stuff. Even someone who had recently died, we'd make a joke about. It's because you have this tremendous pressure, and comedy is the relief valve for that in a lot of ways.
Yeah, of course.